Yeah, 2024 CrossFit Games to me was not a fluke. I had worked 10 years up until that point to have an opportunity like that, to be at the top and to not only compete with the fittest, but be the fittest.
From teen to king, James Sprague is the fittest man on earth.
There is some truth to like it wasn't a complete test. Like we only did 10 events, there was 12 scheduled. And to me that's like, you have to rise to the occasion of whatever's thrown at you. That's what the CrossFit Games is. It's being ready for anything and everything. And then get into the more important stuff. Well, the most important here, our brother Lazar, who passed away during our last CrossFit Games, have his jersey, always having a memory of him. Because, you know, this sport is not more important than life, so it's just cool to have him there and have him be honored on this, because it's definitely a brotherhood we all share together in CrossFit. So cool to look at that and have him as a memory. Emotionally, it was so hard on all of us because we just lost a friend and a competitor. But at the end of the day, it's like we were all there for a job. Like that's my job and my one show of the year, to really try and make it and professionalize myself. And so yeah, like my performances, I did some really crazy things that I didn't know I could do out on that floor, and it just broke some like barriers in my head of like what I can do next. And I think I took that performance at the games and I applied that to all my competitions this year, and so far it's boded well with a first and a second at two really big competitions. So really looking forward to seeing what that means for this year. Yeah, 2025 Wodapalooza was a huge win. I was just ready to move on from the last season and what everyone was saying about it, and give them only one opinion, and it's that I'm here to be the fittest on earth, and I'm going to defend that title, and that I'm very capable of doing so.
And your 2025 champion, James Sprague!
I think that when you win something, you can kind of slip into this mentality of I'm doing enough, I'm in a good spot. Where when you don't win, you go, I'm gonna have to work harder to level up. So I've tried really hard not to fall into the trap this year of like, oh, you're in a good spot, you can kind of like just coast your way in there. And no, you're always gonna have to innovate, you're always gonna have to get smarter, you're always gonna have to push the needle forward in different and more concise and thorough ways. So my big reminder to myself this year is don't get complacent. That was a hot one. After I do the sauna, I love to stretch and just rehydrate and make sure I'm feeling good to go, because it's not meant to deplete me, but rather restore me. So there's steps you take to do that. Jocko Hydrate's one of them. I don't do all the long hours in the gym and put in this grueling work for anyone else. It's like, I want to beat my old self, and I used to be an overweight, depressed kid. Like I want to defeat that. I won last year, I want to win this year, I believe I can, I want to win the next year. I want to win every time I step on a competition floor. I would say I still counted myself out last year, and this year I'm not counting myself out of anything. I'm going to go in and I'm going to win, and that's my mentality. And if I don't, and I give 100% in each event, I'm going to be happy with where the cards fall. Now the world knows, and now there's only one thing left to do, is go execute it.
Really appreciate you guys. Respect to James Sprague. Last year he got a little bit of an elbow into, hey, it's 2024 an asterisk year. The field was diluted, was it watered down? Hey, this was a full contended heat of men, one of the most competitive we've ever seen, and James Sprague rose to the challenge and still finished on top of the podium after some adversity throughout the course of the weekend. You'd love to see a young man like that, who also is showing so much love to the methodology and how it changed both his father's and his own personal life.